Hello, I'm Zach.
I'm Zubair.
And welcome again to Harmony. How are you doing today?
Thank you.
Good. We're still on the first word.
Yep.
And we're almost done. We are going to get to the last page of it today.
Really?
Yes.
Congratulations.
So, just a reminder, we are reading from Said Nursi's The Words from the Risale-i Nur collection. We're on the first word. We are on the 16th page, last paragraph. We're actually halfway through it. Just to give a quick recap, because the paragraph in English is one long paragraph, whereas in Turkish it's divided into multiple paragraphs. But they are related, and I think that's why the English did join them together. So we talked last time about tree, the example of a human being a tree, and he had human qualities, his ability to imagine, to reason, and to feel emotions. Those were all the different branches of his humanity from which fruits come to him as a human. And we made a difference between human, beşer, and insan. Insan being the higher of the two. So that's a quick recap. We're going to continue from there. The middle of this paragraph, which starts with all gardens.
All gardens, yeah.
Yes, all gardens. It's the beginning of your. The beginning of the paragraph, I think, for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll read the English, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to read a little bit longer because I think we'll finish this. I want to finish this paragraph today. So, all paragraphs say, "In the name of God," and become cauldrons from the kitchens of divine power, in which are cooked numerous varieties of different foods. All blessed animals, like cows, camels, sheep, and goats, say, "In the name of God," and produce springs of milk from the abundance of mercy, offering us a most delicate and pure food, like the water of life, in the name of the provider. The roots and rootlets, soft as silk, of general trees and grasses say, "In the name of God," and pierce through the hard rock and earth. Mentioning the name of God, the name of the most merciful, everything becomes subjected to them. So we started with, from the previous discussion, with the example of the tree. Talked about that, and then it now goes into the example of a garden.
Yeah.
I really had trouble understanding this metaphor. I just wanted to maybe share what I had, my question, leave the question, and maybe we can talk about it later or get some feedback from it. Since we made a metaphor that all humans were trees, the garden would be, in my mind, a group of humans coming together.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to go with on that, and I don't want to speak speculative, so I just want to think, maybe our audience, maybe we can think about in the future, what it means when a group of humans come together, and how that, as the author says, all gardens say, "In the name of God," and, this is the important one, become cauldrons from the kitchens of divine power, in which are cooked numerous varieties of different foods. That seems very, very, for lack of a better word, mysterious to me. I haven't been able to solve that one yet.
Wow.
So, do you want to add something, or should we move on to the next part?
Let's move.
Let's move.
Quick one.
Okay, because I do have something in my mind for the next sentence.
Okay.
Which is, all blessed animals like cows, camels, sheep, and goats say, "In the name of God," and produce springs of milk from the abundance of mercy, offering us a most delicate and pure food, like the water of life, in the name of the provider. So, the first thing that we need to think of, the big picture, we're talking about animals.
Yep.
The animals, if we were to describe the animals, how would you describe the animals? What kind of animals are they, I guess?
Those mentioned in the paragraph.
Exactly, specifically these.
They are domesticated animals.
Domesticated.
Yep.
What does that mean for you?
Well, we are not talking about wild animals.
Okay.
The second big thing, maybe they are producing something like milk, meat at the end, and we can use their textile things. We can get benefit from them. Those kind of things.
So there's a lot of benefits that come from these animals.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Lots of benefits. I think the author marks a word. All blessed animals.
Yep.
Now, the word blessed in English, and I think the word used in the original, what was the original?
Mubarak.
Mubarak, which is blessed, or blessed, as we would say in English, but it has a separate, a deeper meaning than maybe we would understand. What do you understand by blessed, or Mubarak in this case?
Wow. In the general approach, it's not one.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of endless.
Okay.
It has a divine source, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So it just keeps going, keeps going. And do you remember the discussion that we had in the really at the beginning of the the program? If something is blessed, it just matches the true identity or true, the wisdom behind it. Then it becomes Mubarak.
So it becomes Mubarak.
Yeah.
By, I think the key, what you said, by becoming domesticated.
Oh, did I say?
No, I'm joining what you said at the beginning of today's discussion.
Mm-hmm.
And the understanding of the blessing, the fact that it gives a lot of different,
Really?
It produces a lot of things. Yes.
How did you make the connection?
How did I make the connection? We'll come to that in a second. But just to really make this understanding of blessed, Mubarak, solidified, so the understanding of Mubarak in the Turkish, it's actually an Arabic word, or a Quranic word.
Yep.
Means something that gives more than a one-to-one ratio benefit. For example, the idea of milk, I think that we should focus on that.
Okay.
A cow, if you take a cow and you just kill it, you would get benefit from its meat and its fur, and you'll make textiles from it.
Yeah.
You get a one-to-one benefit, whatever it has.
Yes.
But the milk itself, if you milk the cow,
Yep.
you'll get much more benefit. From one cow, you get maybe how many gallons of milk throughout its life.
If you don't cut it,
Yeah, if you don't kill it, you get, I don't know how many, but you get a lot more than a one-to-one.
Yeah, sure, of course.
So that's why the understanding of Mubarak has this idea of not a one-to-one ratio of benefit, but a 1 to maybe 1,000.
So then it becomes blessed.
Yes, it's blessed because it has a 1 to 1,000 ratio. That's what blessed means, at least in the Quranic understanding.
So instead of giving you a gallon of milk, I give you a cow,
Mm-hmm.
which contains, in a blessed way, thousands of gallons of milk.
Exactly, yes.
Wow.
So yes,
Okay.
so just to really quickly focus one more, to reinforce this, the understanding of blessed in English and the understanding of blessed in the Quranic terminology is not the same. So to emphasize that.
Keeping that in mind.
Yes, going on with this now, if the cow is not domesticated, if it's not our cow, we don't get the milk. The cow's baby, if it's a wild cow, only the cow's children will get that milk. If it's been domesticated, then we also can take advantage of that milk.
Yep.
It becomes a gift to us.
Yeah.
So the domestication of the animal is actually very important. Now, let's put this into our own everyday lives.
Okay.
We've talked about, in the previous discussions, the different levels of humanity. The vegetable level of humanity, the animal level of humanity, the thinking animal, we call Besher,
Yep.
level of humanity, and then the insan, the quintessential human, which transcends the thinking animal. We talked last time about the thinking animal. That's where we talked about the branches of humanity. Now we're talking about animals themselves. So we're looking at the animalistic side of man.
Yep.
And what does that mean? So I see these as, for example, my actual body parts. The parts of me that move, like my hand. I mean, it's an animate object. It is an animal.
Yeah.
In that sense. So my hand itself, I can train it, and I can get benefit from it. Think about how you would train your hand.
What do you mean by training?
Okay, let's see. Let's see if my hand is not trained. A one-to-one benefit. If I just use that side of it. If I slap somebody,
No.
I use it to slap somebody. That's all that my hand does. It's not a trained hand. It's just pure power.
It's just a physical object.
Exactly, just a physical object that moves, and I get a one-to-one benefit from it.
If I can move it for a specific task that requires training.
For example, yes.
for example, if I need to grab this book, you know, I can't grab this book like that. So it's just, you know, it's not animate. So I need to train it to grab this securely and put it here.
Huh.
So, well, yeah, I agree.
It was animate, but it wasn't a trained animate object. It's still...
Yeah, you're right.
Animate means moving in this sense, the fact that it moves. Another example, think of this, writing. If I train my hand how to write.
Oops.
If I train my hand how to write, then I can write with one hand anything that's in my mind.
Thousands of pages.
Thousands of pages. If I know different languages, I can use it to write in different languages. If I know different sciences, I can use it to describe different sciences. I can even use it if I get very, very good at training not just my hand, but my other emotions, my other qualities too, to express my inner sentiments and my emotions. That's what we see when we look at poems, for example. They really express the internal feelings.
Wow.
The hand can be used to do that.
Hello.
So I can get...
And you can draw some pictures too.
Exactly. Or yes, exactly. So training my hand to do these things is something that's very important. I get a pure milk from my hand, as the author is describing. A milk which is a pure food like the water of life. It's as if you were to ask an author, what would he do if you took his hand away from him?
Oops.
If he couldn't write anymore?
He could talk.
He could talk, huh? But he lives to write.
Yeah.
So when I train my tools that I have, my animalistic tools, my hands, my feet, my body, when I train them to do something, I can use them to offer myself a pure water, a pure food like the water of life. They are actually giving me life. I live to express myself.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
So
that's all I have, and even though I wanted to finish the paragraph, the time is up, so I don't want to go to a new sentence, but if you have anything to share about this last one, please go ahead.
I need to read the English one. Where is it?
At the very bottom. Please read it out.
Oh, yeah. And produce springs of milks from the abundance of mercy, offering us a most delicate and pure food like the water of life in the name of the provider. So if you ask an author what is the best food you taste, writing, he would say. So yeah, I agree completely then.
Exactly. So but that comes with the training of our body.
Then the hand becomes blessed.
Exactly.
And then in the understanding of being a Mubarak thing.
Exactly. Yes, our hand becomes Mubarak. I think that's a good place to end it.
Yep.
So thank you very much. Please leave your comments, questions, concerns, and everything that you have. We'll see you next time.
Bye.